Hello everyone, my name is Flag and welcome to another episode of Frag Pro Shooter. This is the first video of the 3 videos which I'll be releasing to cover Season 4 of Volume 2 of Frag. In the other 2 videos, I will be covering the upcoming balance changes and everything else, including a new weekly event and brand new Cosmos skins. Stella is a rare agile attack card from Arena 10 and she has come to Frag Arenas to return her own sister, Queen Unicorn. At events level standard, she has 331 HP, which puts her above the likes of Ronin, Cypher, Duality, Scrapper, and even a level 10 Hakurio, level 10 Rip and Fin, gives her the exact same HP as General Mech, and puts her just below Archon, BB, and the newly buffed Jab. With a max DPS of 153, she displaces Volcano to become the 3rd highest damage dealer below Wolfson and Blot. More importantly, she shares the highest speed in game with Striker at 15.5 km per hour. She also offers the fastest speed while shooting at 11.6 km per hour, matching Striker, Ronin, and Duncan. Being strong against infantry cards, she deals 15% extra damage to the likes of BB, Sombrero, The Boss, Duncan, Duality, Wolfson, and Freeze B. And being of type digital, she takes 15% extra damage from Sombrero, BB, Hannibal, Blot, and Shinobi. Stella runs with her main weapon called Witch Broom 2.0. With each shot, her broom shoots one large blue star which deals damage and impact and splits into 3 smaller purple stars which can also deal damage. At ELS, the large star deals 85 or 86 damage and each of the 3 smaller stars deal 32 or 33 damage. This totals a 182.3 damage, which can potentially 2-shot Pocahontas, The Boss, Solartron, Ronin, Archon, BB, and even Marco Pollo and Blot. But you gotta understand one major aspect of her attack. While the big blue star shoots straight and follows a direct path, her 3 purple sub-projectiles have a very strong homing effect. If you don't know what homing in gaming means, it's an effect that tells the bullets or shots to trace and track nearby objectives and connect themselves to them, as you can see here. This makes her 3 purple stars to seek the nearby objectives by random, that is both characters and bunkers, and connect to them without much of an effort in aiming. That being said, this whole effect works arbitrarily or randomly, and sometimes the stars decide to just twirl around the character, making a beautiful scene until they disappear without ever connecting. Stella has a very low fire rate of 50, the same as Hannibal, and close to Archon's 45. With only 18 meters weapon range, she replaces Smoker and the pre-buff Jab to become the non-melee ranged card with the lowest weapon range in game. But after the 18 meters, the big blue star explodes and the 3 purple stars spawn and travel way further. And this is why you must double tap on the screen to manually attack from distance, aiming towards the character or just above their head. For Stella's special ability, as I had predicted in this video, she jumps on her broom and rides it to fly around the map and even the sky. Comparable to Laika and Queen Boom's 5 seconds, Hakurio's 6 seconds, and Tankbot and Cypher's 8 seconds, Stella's flying ability lasts for a very long 7 seconds, which allows her to effectively travel half the length of the map or easily get to the top of any building. Her flying speed at 10 km per hour is above Lucha Muerta's 9.7 km per hour and just below Hannibal and Blot's 10.7 km per hour. Also during these 7 seconds, her broom automatically shoots yellow stars that each deal 96.5 damage on impact, with an interval of 0.5 seconds, resulting in a total of 15 shot stars. These yellow stars have a splash radius of 3 meters, the same as Andromeda, Dr. Crow, and Big Paku's regular shots. But aside from the mobility, what makes Stella's special ability super good is again the strong homing effect that these yellow stars have. As you can see here, these yellow stars move in curves to connect to targets to effortlessly get some frags. Her ability cooldown is 15 seconds, comparable to Boss, Cypher, and Hakurio's 14 seconds, the same as Mecha Knight, and better than BB and Hunter's 16 seconds. Stella's Frag Power extends her ability duration by 4 seconds, giving her a total of 11 seconds to fly around the map and dominate the field. Now is the time to show you Stella in action by playing a game against a real opponent, but stick around because I will give 2 special flag tips right after this match. So here we go guys, so I'm matched up against myself. Of course there's somebody else playing on the other device. So let's switch to Stella. And this is my favorite skin of hers. I'm manually shooting my opponent, aiming for their queen boom. You can see that there is an impact damage, but also the purple stars that pop out and deal some damage. Let's use our super over here, get this Ollie, and maybe the Stella. Yeah. With 15-second ability cooldown, it's not going to take our Stella a lot of time to charge up her super again and get on that broom again and fly around a little bit. We get rid of Cleo in a couple of shots. Of course, Stella can 2-shot Cleo if we can deal the impact damage on Cleo as well. You can see that here. Right now I'm dealing 23 and 8 damage. Something that I didn't mention about Stella is that she has 10 ammo and she has a reload time of 1.1 seconds, which is quite fast, and it's quite similar to, I think, Cyber Girl. It's a little bit hard to get all 3 purple stars to connect to your opponent's bunker. It usually just connects 2. I mean, right now it just did. It dealt 23 and then 9, 9 and 7, but it's really random. And of course, as a rare card, she only needs 22 seconds to respawn back. Let's pop a couple of Sombrero Spectres. Alright, let's go back to the enemy payload. It's just gonna take a couple of shots. So 23 impact damage and let's say 7, 8 or 9 damage per purple star. This is a bug, by the way. This is a visual bug, but it's already been reported to the team. You can see how easy I killed that butt mama. Oh wow, that is another bug that I have reported to the team as well. It's actually quite a funny bug. I actually wanted to stay in the game. Alright, so with 331 HP, she is quite tanky. A lot tankier than a lot of other attack cards like Andromeda. You just saw how there is a huge amount of homing on her regular shots. I'm not even trying so hard to aim. Let's go over here and use our super. Again, there's a ridiculous amount of homing on my super. I'm not even trying hard to aim for my opponent. And I get this, I stop the payload as well. So let's go pick up another health pack over here. Let's see what's going on our half. Our opponent is over there. My Bubbler stops Queen Boom. Bubbler is one of the best counters to Stella, by the way. That's why I've included it in my deck. You see, I'm not even trying to get my opponent. I'm just shooting it in the sky, and as you can see, it twirls around them and it might connect to them. You gotta remember though, it doesn't always connect to your opponent's payload or bunker. Now let's use our super over here. We 2-shot that Ollie. I think 2 or maybe 3 shots is all you need to frag at an Ollie. Let's pick another health pack over there. My opponent is having some trouble connecting their shots to me and killing my Stella, and ever so easily I kill. Did you see that star? It's just flying around until it's gonna disappear. Maybe no, this is a bug probably. Alright, let's go over here on top of the payload building. I haven't done this before actually. Let's stay up here. Now this will be a great time to show how strong the homing effect is. You can see the purple stars following the bots and connecting to them. And with the Cypher as well, Cypher is of course one of the best cards to combo with almost any card, but also Stella. So this game's finished, but if you want to see more gameplay of Stella, make sure to watch the video where I discuss the upcoming balance changes. Alright, it's time for the promised 2 special flag tips. Flag tip number 1. Just like what I showed in this video, characters with large splash damage radius can get on top of the main tower in the pit to deal damage to the bunker out of the reach of the enemy. Of course, you can use Stella's ability to get up there, but this may only be beneficial in certain rare scenarios. Flag tip number 2. Stella's flying ability lasts long enough to allow you to do crazy things. For example, in a tight match against an opponent who has commanded all their troops to defend their one bunker, you can jump off the edge in the middle of the map and use your super right before you fall into the river to travel by your opponent and all the way behind your opponent's defense lines without getting spotted. You can surprise your opponent from behind, fragging them out before they see you. Overall, Stella is gonna be a very strong character, mainly because of her super's mobility, how fast she moves, and her effortless high DPS potential. So I'm gonna rank her as an S tier or OP tier card. But based on previous releases, I think OhBiBi will not be nerfing her before having her in the game for at least a month and getting some stats on her. Stella's special event starts on January 29th, this coming Friday, and once again returns on February 12th for another 3 days. Just like the previous cards, I'll be live streaming these special events as well. Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget, this is the first episode of the 3 videos covering update 1.7.7. Please consider dropping a like and subscribing, and let me know what you think about Stella down in the comments. Stay safe and take care everyone until the second video of this update.